Jujutsu Kaisen is a very rare new gen anime, and I say that because when it comes to new gen animes, there are always flaws to be said about them, but when it comes to JJK, I don't really see anything wrong with it, and that just might be me liking the anime so much that I'm just blinded by the fact how good the story is, how engaging the characters are, and don't let me start talking about the animation. Them visuals are magnificent. Hold on, I kind of hit that bit. This is Yuta, a teenage boy that was cursed by his beloved soulmate, Rika. Rika is not a force to be reckoned with because she is with the smoke at any and all times when someone got a problem with that man Yuta. The situation has gotten so bad to the point where if you even look in his direction with an ounce of disrespect, Rika would come out the cut and make you look like leftover lunch meat. Nah, she kinda crazy for that one. He then tries to isolate himself from the world because all of the tragedies he's caused, but the S tier of a recruiter Gojo he wasn't gonna let that shit slide. He tried to convince him that if he could somehow control this type of power, he could do some actual good in the world and atone for his sins. And mind you, this man Gojo did not give him a heads up that he has a literal demon walking around with him at all times. Like, I was looking more into her after watching the movie. Did y'all know that she is the second strongest curse in the entire anime? Thank God that man was a good civilian. Geto calls people monkey, but at the same time has an African comrade, so it really cancels out if you really think about it. Yeah, you right, my fault. I'm tripping. Yeah, you right. So y'all know in most shonen anime, the antagonist always got some demonic ass plan to create a whole new world from scratch, and all they need is that one major power up to achieve those goals. Yeah, Geto pulls out his scouter and came to the realization that all he would need to do to turn his fantasy world into reality is to steal Yuta's curse, Rika. And to do so, he'd have to declare war upon Jujutsu High. Bro, let me tell you right now, this man really be playing chess for real. Because he was like, hey, on December 24th, when the sun sets, I will unleash 1,000 curses onto the streets of Tokyo. And knowing the council, they obviously weren't going to take Yuta into the battlefield because he hasn't yet learned the capabilities of his curse. So he hit up that man Miguel like, hey, yo, monkey. Yo, you mind distracting Gojo for like 10-15 minutes? Yeah, Gojo, he got like white hair, wears tape around his forehead. Nah, he not even like that, bro. Trust me, nah, he not even likes those. Alright, bet, appreciate it. And with that interaction, Miguel accepted his proposal of stalling Gojo until Geto could get his hands on Rika. Now, me personally, if you were to ask me to go on a death mission like that, you'd have to offer me a kick level contract, because if you really think about it, that task comes with a pretty high cost, and that's my fucking life, nigga. Are you dumb? Are you retarded? In this part of the video, I'd like to take the time to give this man Miguel his flowers, because it really looked like he was holding his own against the fight with Jogo. I almost said Jogo, the disrespect. It truly is impressive standing on all 10 toes for more than 5 minutes going up against Gojo, and I don't think y'all remember, bro. In the first episode of this anime, he was going up against the strongest curse in the entire show and made him look like some retired old geezer. Like, you can't get more disrespected like this in a fight. Actually, nah, I could think of one. There is never a time where you gotta mix your opponent this bad. Like, hear me out real quick. Miguel evades Gojo's punch and thinks he could get away with his little whip, but forgot to realize that Gojo literally owns space and time in the palm of his hands. Nah, bro, hold on, check me out. This man Gojo teleports in front of him, grabs him by his neck, and launches him onto the ground. Now, at some point, any human with an ounce of common sense would have thought, yo, you know what, bro, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You got it. Nah, not Miguel, because he later on gets put in the most devious combo you could ever imagine. Hit him with that 64 palm. That was it.